Have you ever noticed that some people only remember you when they need help? Have you ever dropped your own plans, your rest time, your sleep, or even your peace just to support someone who disappears the moment they are done with you? If you have ever felt this way, then this story is meant for you. Because many times, life teaches its hardest lessons through the very people we care about the most. In a quiet and gentle town, surrounded by wide green lands and old peaceful homes, lived a man named Okata. Everyone in that town knew him. Whenever a bicycle broke down, people called Okata. When heavy boxes needed to be carried, Okata was the first name mentioned. If someone felt lonely and needed company, they went straight to Okata's door. He never refused anyone. With a warm smile, he always answered, "Of course I'll help." Okata truly believed that helping others made him a good person, and the praise he received made him feel useful and appreciated. But slowly, without him realizing it, Okata's life stopped being his own. His small garden was never fully cleaned. His windows stayed cracked. His roof leaked whenever it rained. His own problems kept growing, but instead of fixing them, he spent his days fixing everyone else's issues. Each night, Okata returned home exhausted, his clothes dirty, his body aching. His mother often watched him with worried eyes and asked, "Okata, my son, you help everyone, but who helps you?" Okata always replied with the same quiet smile, "It's okay, Mom. One day they will remember my kindness." But that day never arrived. One evening, dark clouds gathered and strong winds began to blow. The people of the town rushed outside, trying to protect their belongings before the storm arrived. Okata also ran out, but not to save his own things. Instead, he hurried to help his friend Thomas, whose tools and equipment were still lying in the open. Together, they worked quickly, covering everything and moving items into a shed. Meanwhile, Okata's own garden furniture remained outside. His plants were uncovered, his wooden boxes were left open. Then the storm arrived. Heavy rain poured and fierce winds swept through the town. By the time Okata returned home, his garden was destroyed. He sat on the steps of his house, rain dripping from his face, staring at the muddy ruin of what was once his peaceful space. His mother came outside and placed a warm towel on his shoulders and softly said, "Okata, today you protected everyone's belongings except your own." Okata said nothing, but inside him, something finally cracked. The next morning, tired and deeply confused, Okata walked to the edge of town to visit old Mr. Boating, a retired teacher known for his wisdom. Mr. Boating lived quietly in a small cottage near the river. Okata sat beside him and spoke with a heavy heart. "Sir, I don't understand. I help everyone, yet I feel empty. I'm not just tired from work, I'm tired of people. Why does being kind hurt so much?" Mr. Boating watched the slow-moving river and replied calmly, "Okata, look at this river. It gives water to trees, birds, animals, and farms. But when it overflows and forgets its boundaries, what happens?" Okata thought for a moment. "It floods and destroys everything," he answered. Mr. Boating nodded. "Exactly. Kindness without limits becomes self-destruction. You are kind, but you have no boundaries. You rush everywhere for everyone, yet nowhere for yourself. Saying no is not wrong. Sometimes saying no is the most honest way to care for yourself." Then he gave Okata advice. For the next 7 days, don't agree immediately when someone asks for help. Pause and ask yourself, will helping them cost me my peace, my time, or my strength? If the answer is yes, then say, "Not today." Try this and observe what happens. The next day felt strange, but different. Around midday, Thomas rushed over and said, "Okata, I need help moving a heavy box." Okata looked at his broken fence, which had needed repairs for months. His heart wanted to say yes, but he remembered Mr. Boating's words. He took a deep breath and replied, "I'm sorry. Today, I need to fix my fence. I can help later, but not today." Thomas looked shocked. "You? Saying no?" Okata nodded, quietly. Thomas walked away upset, and Okata felt a small sting of guilt, but he stayed focused. By the end of the day, the broken fence stood strong again. For the first time in months, Okata felt proud of taking care of his own life. The following day, neighbors came asking for small favors. Okata politely declined, explaining he was busy. That evening, instead of feeling drained and used, he felt calm and peaceful. On the fourth day, dark clouds returned and heavy rain fell again. This time, Okata's roof began to leak. He waited, hoping someone would come help him, just as he had always helped others. But no one came, not a single knock on his door. Instead of anger, he felt something new: strength. He picked up his tools and fixed the roof himself. It wasn't easy, but when he finished, he sat under the dry roof and whispered, "So this is what it feels like to rely on myself." Days turned to weeks, and Okata slowly changed. He stopped running everywhere for everyone. He stopped giving up his sleep and peace for people who never truly cared. He began waking early to tend his garden, clean his home, and invest time in himself. Something surprising happened. People started respecting him more. Thomas began handling his own problems. Neighbors stopped calling him for every little thing. The town remained friendly, but Okata was no longer treated like a tool. His house looked better, his garden flourished, his face looked healthier, and for the first time in years, Okata laughed without feeling exhausted. He was no longer the man who was always available. He became the man who valued himself. One afternoon, Mr. Boating visited Okata and smiled at the neat yard and peaceful atmosphere. He asked gently, "So, Okata, did the world fall apart when you stopped saying yes to everyone?" Okata smiled and replied, "No, sir. My world finally started coming together." Mr. Boating nodded. "When you stopped saying yes to everyone else, you finally said yes to yourself. That is where life truly begins." So tell me, my friend, are you like Okata? Do you give too much? Do you keep saying yes even when it hurts? Remember this: saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you strong. It means you choose peace over pressure. Your time, your mind, and your heart are valuable. Protect them. Because when you respect yourself, the world learns to respect you too. Thank you for staying with me till the end. Every story we share carries a lesson, a spark of hope, strength, or warning. If this story touched you, inspired you, or made you think, show some love. Like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Remember, your past does not define your future. Your strength, courage, and choices do. Stay strong, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next story. Tell me in the comments which part of this story hit you the hardest.